Okay.
You stay with Stutter Hut. I'm gonna go after him and try and help.
Are you sure you're going to be okay?
I'm gonna be fine. I'm well buff.
I'm henchbruh.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you going to try and lure Heart, take him back to the house?
Yeah.
He's like kind of following you along now. Like,
Yeah.
He's like, are your friends going to be okay?
Yeah, they can handle themselves.
Okay.
They'll be fine.
He's just like crying a little bit as he goes.
Can I I sort of...
Go to like...
I tried to put like a hoof around his shoulders. Like I'm trying to kind of like hold it there so it doesn't make him feel bad.
Yeah, so you kind of run your way up to the kitchen door and you're kind of holding there as you watch Bubblegum. Bubblegum, it takes you a little bit of time to run over, and as you reach, you can see that Honeymoon is kind of sprawled out just before the entrance to the Everfree Forest, just where the trees start getting really thick. And you can see she's on the ground and you can't fly, you've hurt your wings, so like you're kind of like trying to get away, and this dire duck is approaching her like...
Right, I'm gonna get my bubblegum again, but this time turn it into a big bear shape.
Okay.
And try and scare it away instead.
So this time just roll your bubblegum talent, and I'll use its mind to see if it's scared. Dire duck's pretty dumb though.
4.
So it sees this. And it just flies off like in an absolute panic as this big pink bear like and then it pops and turns into a bubblegum pop.
Nice.
And yeah, you can help Honeymoon up.
Honeymoon, are you okay?
I'm okay, I just need to...
Can
you help me reach my pony bum to my...
Your pony bum?
Yes, please.
What do you want me to do to your pony
No,
bum?
just pass it to me, I can't reach it.
Pass you your pony bum.
Could you grab it from my bag and pass it to me? Because I'm a little bit hurt and I can't reach my bag.
You want me to grab your bum? No. Okay, pass your bag. Pass your bag.
My pony bum.
Pony bum. Oh my god, my hair. I'd be like, I got it.
Thank you.
Okay, so you regain 1 point of stamina for pony bum.
Just one?
Just the one.
Oh, come on.
I'll tell you what, because I think that's not a lot. I'll say 3.
Oh, thank you. That's
But
better.
you can't use pony bomb again today. That's the
Okay,
only thing.
that's fine.
Really?
That's fine.
Okay.
So 3 per one.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Can I fly again now? Or is
You'll probably want to have like an hour just to like rest your wing.
Okay.
Ooh, it's a bit.
But I'm not like super hurt
No,
anymore.
it was just like you kind of got clipped and you kind of
Thank you very
crashed
much.
onto the ground.
That's okay.
And the two of you make your way back to the manor.
Yes.
As you're near the entrance of the Everfree Forest, though, you notice that it's very strange. You hear timber wolves howling. Creatures, wolves made of bramble and briar and twigs that are very vicious and attack people that get close. But you can also, there's almost like a dark mist that's kind of rolling through the Everfree Forest. So you quickly make your way back to the manor. Lillipod, you make your way back in and you actually lead Stutter Heart up to the room where his body is. And as soon as he gets close enough, his kind of form gets sucked in and his eyes, he's like, oh! And then he kind of wakes up and Tea Leaves is like, oh, thank goodness, well done. Where are the other two okay? And she
I think
looks a
they're
bit
fine.
sleepy. Oh, good, okay. And then you two kind of make your way up and Stutter Heart is like, thank you so much for helping me. Oh, I didn't realise what had happened.
No worries, no worries. I'll stop you right there, though. Do you know where Diamond Tiara is?
He nods. Well, I don't know where she is, but I know what took her.
Oh, what was it?
It was so she was supposed to help me overcome my fear of ghosts, and we came to the manor, and she bought a new camera because she was going to take a picture of me knocking on the door to prove to all the ponies at school that I'm brave. So we came here late at night because she said that would make it even braver. And we were about to go through the fence. We found like a little hole, but then this figure came out of the woods, and she was a pony, but she was made of twigs or something, and she had green glowing eyes. And I just panicked, and I didn't know what was happening, so I went to run away. I saw Diamond Tiara, her camera went off, and the flash caused the pony to kind of cast a spell, and then that's when I felt really strange and I kind of felt separated. And I saw her carrying Diamond Tiara off into the Everfree Forest.
Oh dear.
We gotta go after her.
We gotta go find her.
Tea Leaves is just like, I wonder what sort of creature could have stolen her away like that. That's quite unusual. I don't think I've ever heard of something like that.
Should I refer to the Legends of Equestria?
You can flick through and see if you can find a description of what it describes.
If I remember...
Because you've got the whole book, not just that particular thing.
The Cutie Mark Crusaders circled the Evergreen Forest.
Yeah, we thought that's where that's where we thought that the gruesome groom was, but I don't think that he's real. I think that that's just a story. This is schooling.
But it's more the witch unicorn. The old witch unicorn.
So if you scan through the rest of the book, you do find a reference to a witch unicorn called the Briarwytch. The Briarwytch is an old equestrian legend of a kind of evil spirit. She's not really a pony.
Okay.
She's kind of an evil spirit that represents the maliciousness of the everfree forest. And she was sealed away long ago by Starswell the Bearded in somewhere called Briarwood Grotto. And Tea Leaves is just like, oh my goodness. I wonder if... and she turns, Stutterheart, did you see that Diamond Tiara's camera went off? He's like, yeah, I saw the flash. And she's like, I wonder if we can find her camera if it has a picture of this creature. It might give us some more information about what it is.
Gail said that she... Oh, wait, no, it wasn't Gail. It was the mannequin. The
mannequin is still in the house. It's looking around. It's pretty much just following around.
You said that you hadn't seen a filly, but you had seen a camera.
It shakes its head.
No?
And then it does this motion because it can't talk. Tea Leaves is like, I've always found this one really hard to read. Gail? And Gail kind of goes looks at you and then does this.
Sweet.
You've seen a filly, but not a camera. Okay.
And she gestures to the Cutie Mark Crusaders. She points in their direction.
Okay.
Stutterheart is just like, I think that we dropped it just outside the fence. It's probably still out there somewhere, unless that witch took it.
Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
So you guys make your way outside, and you have to patrol around the fence, and you find if you hadn't gone through the gate, you imagine that you probably would have found this.
Yeah.
There's a little hole where the Crusaders squeeze through, and a little distance away from that, kind of nestled in a big bush, Stutterheart leads you to it, is a bag, a saddlebag, bright pink with diamonds studded, kind of gemstones, and inside you find a hand-ringing bell, salt, a camera, which seems to have taken a picture, not quite a Polaroid, but a pony-esque Polaroid, and you also find apple juice as well, a bottle of apple juice.
Nice.
And the camera, the Polaroid, you can see the picture on it is basically it's at an odd angle, as if a camera fell down, but you can see this feminine pony form, but made completely out of twigs and briar, with glowing eyes, and it's doing this at the flash of the camera. It's
Doesn't like light.
and it's kind of hooded and shaped. And you can see engraved into a large piece of wood on its forehead is some sort of magical symbol.
Oh, it's the Unicorn Witch.
Can I see would I recognise the symbol?
You think you might have remembered seeing it in one of the books in the library, and when you guys go back and check the books out, it basically confirms it is. It kind of ties in with a lot of the legends of the Briarwytch, in that this old magic from long before ages ago, back in early days when Celestia was still a princess, on the rise. But it is the sigil drawn on it is not quite it's almost like an animated, a way to animate something. It's create a golem, symbol kind of thing. So the wicker pony form that it had might be some sort of creature like that's been possessed. It's that's what I was trying to think of. It was like a possession symbol. So it probably carved this on it and then could possess this form and then come after the forms. And reading up about the Briarwytch, it's when she was causing trouble long ago, she was searching for a younger form to take over, to possess forever. And there was a ritual there where she could take over the body forever, and nobody could break the spell. And it could be that that's what she's trying to do again.
We need to get after her as fast as possible then.
Oh my goodness, this isn't even... This is a threat to Ponyville. This is terrible news. I don't suppose we should send word to... what's that princess called? The new one. I'm not really around that much.
Twilight Circle.
We should send word to her, surely.
Really? You don't know Twilight Cycle?
I don't really leave the manor much, really.
I think that's a very good idea. It gives us potential backup.
Yes.
So we shall write a letter to Twilight Sparkle.
Okay, how are you going to send it?
We'll send the kids back.
Okay. You know that Twilight is not in Ponyville. That's why that you were asked to help find the fillies in the first place.
Oh,
and
that's
told
true,
you that,
actually. Yeah,
Twilight is
forgot
currently
about that.
out of action or
It's
not.
down to us.
Just gonna have to
Do it
handle this
yourself.
We got
ourselves.
this.
It's almost like it's set up that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like an episode from a TV show.
We can do this.
Okay, so Tea Leaves is happy. She basically lets you rest, so your wing's fine. Everybody gets 1 stamina back.
Oh, thank you.
Because I know you're all running a bit
Oh,
low.
I'm still on max.
Yeah, you've been fine. And Stutterheart is very grateful, and the Kumar Crusaders are very good at kind of cheering him up, and they're basically they're like, you did your best, and like if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't know where Diamond Tiara was, and blah blah blah. Like they're kind of cheering him up really, and you can see that it kind of means a lot to him, and he's kind of indulging them. Tea Leaves leads you out, and Gale, the ghost, actually follows and kind of looks at you all and says like. And then she flies towards the everfree forest and beckons.
Right.
And Tea Leaves is like, oh, I've never seen this before. Gale's never left the manor.
Oh, told you she was a good ghost.
She was a
Maybe
good
Well,
girl.
she did react quite strangely when I first found the boy. Perhaps she could sense the witch out there somewhere. I mean, if she is a magical spirit, it might be that she is familiar with them at least. So perhaps she might be able to help guide you on the right path. The everfree forest is a little bit confusing.
Exactly.
So, well, best of luck. Do you need me to come with you, or should I? Is there other help?
It would be best if you could take the children back to Ponyville.
Oh, well, I've not been there in some time, but you're doing your best, so I'll do mine. And she
You've
kind of,
got
like, nods.
this. We'll
She's
take
like,
care of the trouble.
Whew, yes. The mannequin though is following behind Honeymoon. It like stops up behind you. It's beautiful dress.
You made a friend.
It's like beautiful dress. Well, it follows all of you, but it seems to kind of like attach itself to Honeymoon. It kind of like comes up behind you. And it just waits.
Okay,
It seems
let's
to be,
go, friend,
seems to be willing
yes.
to follow you.
Okay.
So you guys make your way into the everfree forest. This dark, ominous, looming, ancient woodland. The trees are twisted. They're not like the nice trees in Ponyville that grow straight and have beautiful flowers and apples and that sort of thing. These are old and twisted, and their branches kind of almost snake out, and the canopy is very dense. You can't actually fly over the everfree forest. It has a completely thick covered canopy, so flying is quite dangerous because it's lots of low-hanging branches and things
Is Gale
like that.
still with us?
Huh?
Is Gale
Yeah,
still-
Gale's like just floating through this. She just passes through everything. But she's kind of lighting the way.
Okay.
And there is a number of twists and turns, and there's forks in the road. She like looks around and then she gestures and flies off, and you follow her down with the mannequin following behind you. As you guys get deeper and deeper into the woods, and you suspect it's getting quite late at night now, so you're fully in your element, but the two of you are kind of, it's a bit spooky and a bit tired and things like that. A thick kind of mist, but it's almost like a darkness. Like the darkness seems to get brighter, darker and darker here, until eventually you're moving along and you can barely see the others in front of you. And then it seems to be almost like pitch blackness. And even with your really good night vision, there must be something magical because you can't see that much either. You can make out
And
vague shapes.
the lamp isn't making a difference.
Your lamp,
The one that I gave to.
if you put your lamp on, you can it illuminates enough of the path for you to keep going.
Nice.
So you can actually keep, making your way without getting lost. Even Gale, like she occasionally catch like a slight glow, but that's your only kind of idea where she is. But as you're walking along, you all start to hear individual whispers. So Lilypod, you hear these kind of nasty, scratchy voices kind of whispering to you. Everyone thinks you're an idiot. The others aren't. They're just dragging you along. You're a coward. And you start to hear these really mean, horrible whispers. Bubblegum Blossom, you just hear like, everyone thinks you're annoying. Nobody likes Bubblegum.
Oh.
Honeymoon, you just get like, The reason that you like the night is because nobody likes being around you either. You're lazy and stupid. So I'm going to have each of you make a mind test, because these whispers continue. They keep saying these really horrible, nasty things.
3.
5.
7.
3, 5, 7. So you manage to kind of like, you're like, it's not true, like you're kind of like convincing yourself that it's not going on, and then as you continue down the path, the lantern is kind of showing what you can see, but every now and then you feel almost like spirits kind of flying around you, kind of like these kind of misty forms.
Can we get closer together as we walk?
You kind of huddle up close together and you start making your way. And you can see this kind of feminine pony form with the glowing eyes just kind of like swoops past, and it's just like, get out of my woods. Get out of my woods. You fools. And it's just kind of swooshing past you.
I'm just going to shout, give us back Diamond Tiara.
No, she's mine. But perhaps I'll borrow one of you. And she is going to 1, 2, 3. Honeymoon, I need you to make a mind test for me as this spirit flies into Honeymoon's body.
Oh.
It just whoosh.
Oh no.
2.
You are still you, but your body suddenly stops moving and starts moving on its own, and it tries to buck, like kick with your back legs, Bubblegum Blossom.
I'm sorry.
What is your body at the moment in the night time?
What?
What's your body stat currently?
Oh, D8.
D8? Is that at night time, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Bubblegum Blossom, I need you to roll a body stat, please.
I'm super tough. I can take it. 8.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, Honey Moon kicks you with her back legs.
Ooh.
You kind of like stumble out of the way, and like you kind of spin around as her back legs kind of kick out, and she like turns around, and you can still speak, and her facial
I'm sorry,
expressions
it's
are,
not me.
and she like starts like trying to like stomp on you and like bat her wings and
The
things like
forest
that.
is playing tricks on us. Be wary, everyone.
Yeah, and she's still going to continue like coming to try and she tries to like jump on you and grab you to the ground.
Get away from me!
Can I take, because I don't think I'm actually wearing it, I'm carrying it.
Mhm.
Can I put the Grey Windsor bangle on?
Okay, so you need to grab her hoof and try and put it
Okay.
on. So
Body?
Body, yeah.
Okay.
Remember, if you've got the tokens, you can spend those as well.
Okay.
4.
4. So you manage to grab hold of Honeymoon's hoof and you put this bangle on. As soon as the bangle's on, the spirit is kind of pushed out, and she's just like, where did you get such a cursed thing? And then the spirit flies away.
Oh, thank you. Thank you
you
so
can-
much.
You can have one of these.
Oh,
Give it a
you
little
helped
thing.
a friend out.
Are you
Yeah.
okay?
I'm okay. I think I'm sorry for kicking you.
It's okay. It's
That
not your
was
fault.
me. If that happens again, just get,
It won't
get
happen.
far.
It
gotta
won't
stop
happen
it.
again.
Okay.
That bangle is magic. It means, I think, that you should be protected.
Oh,
So you shouldn't have to worry again.
okay.
We will stop this evil
Okay.
together.
So
Thank you.
you carry on for a bit, and the lantern, the Luna's lantern, kind of pulses, and the magic kind of dissipates, and you can see that the black mist that was behind you parts, and now you're back on the forest trail.
Right.
Gail's kind of like looking at you strangely, and she like does this with her hoof, like
Give us a come up. We're trying, girl. We're trying.
she just shrugs and
We
floats.
just go on.
So floats on and begins taking you through. You, damn, I like that. Only you guys can do that with nails. You make your way through the everfree forest, and these ancient kind of trails, and you cross over a few little streams, like, but really heavy, like, you know, they run really fast and strong, and you have to hop over like broken bridges and things like that. And as you get deeper into the woods, you begin to hear the
Oh
of
no.
timber wolves, and they seem to be coming from the whole woods around you, like the whole. You see green eyes occasionally running alongside you in the tree line, and then they vanish. And then as you're running along, you might hear like the scratching of claws on tree bark, and then when you look away, you see just eyes fading into the distance.
What do we do? We're still following.
There's a
Gale.
trail, and Gale's following and leading you along.
Are timberwolves magical, or might they count as plants?
Okay, so you can give me a mind test
Okay.
to see your knowledge.
Okay.
Because you're knowledgeable of plants, but monsters. 5, that's pretty good. Yeah, so timberwolves they're kind of like they're animated wood.
Okay.
They're not really growing anymore, but
Okay.
you know a couple of things about them, because they're kind of a problem across Equestria. You know that they hate fire, because obviously they're made of timber. So they hate fire. You suspect that you might be able to slow them down with your magic, but you probably won't be able to stop them.
Okay.
And speaking to them won't work because it's the magic that's animating them. It's not
Sure.
like a living creature. It's kind of just like evil magic, basically. But you reckon that because they are covered in things like vines and wood, you might be able to like slow them down by like sprouting flowers. But they're very fast, and they're quite dangerous as well. As you're kind of thinking about this and you're explaining stuff, you turn around to another howl and you can see 2 timberwolves kind of on the trail behind you, and they start sprinting after you at full speed.
Man.
What would you like to do?
Oh, boy. Okay. Well, can I face? I'm assuming I'm like at the back of the group. Can I just turn and face the wolves that are coming towards and just prep my wings?
Okay, so they start barreling towards you, snarling, and they just run straight forward to you. What do you two like to do? So you're preparing yourself for them.
Oh gosh, I guess maybe I could. This is really gross. Spit some bubblegum at them, but towards their eyes to cover their eyes so they can't see.
So you like hawk a little bit of bubblegum and just like,
Yeah.
Okay, so you do that if they get closer. Is there anything you want to do, Lillipod?
Can I try and get like the
grow
vines
the
or
vines
anything
and
to like slow them down?
Okay, so you give me. We'll do this in the order of you give me a blooming test.
Okay.
So just using your bloom dice.
8.
Oh,
Nice.
an incredible success. You cause all the vines in the local area and the ones sort of around them, like the buds and flowers, which causes like underneath their paws, they kind of slip as like a flower suddenly there. They kind of slip and stumble. And one of them kind of gets wrapped up in all the vines and gets kind of pinned down. It's still moving, and you can tell that it's quite strong because it's pulling free, but it's heavily slowed down. And it is making its way towards you. Bubblegum, make a bubblegum attack.
Would this be taking up 2 bubblegums?
No.
Just one. Cool. So what? So body and Helen?
Well, you would have to spit another one at the next round, like the next time I ask you what you want to do. So you're spitting at one, and then you'll spit at the other one.
Can't I just stretch it out?
You can if you want to try, yeah. It'll make it harder.
Tough.
I've only got 3 bubblegums left, that's why I'm worried.
Well, that's, Well, one's slowed down, so Lillipod's slowed one down
Oh,
quite
okay,
heavily.
so
He's been caught
fair
up in
enough.
loads of vines.
Yeah, I'll try and blind the other one.
Okay, do it.
Or is it better maybe a string around its feet to...
Whatever you would like to do.
I prefer to do that, yeah.
Okay, so you're going to try and 80-80 it,
Yeah.
like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. You know me, I love a good Star Wars.
2.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, like, you kind of like, you stretch it out and you're like, hi-ya, and you throw the bubblegum, but the Timberwolf is a lot more agile than you expect, and it leaps over the bubblegum
Oh,
and
dang
starts
it.
barreling towards you. Honeymoon,
I just want
You're
to
the first
scare
one in
them
the way.
away with
how
like,
do you want to scare them away?
just with my presence.
Okay, yeah, so
Yeah.
you can try a charm check.
Wish me luck.
These are pretty scary. 5. Okay. Unfortunately, you kind of look really big, but this Timberwolf just like stops, snarls, and then it leaps forward towards you. So it is going to try and bite you with its big, angry jaws.
Ow.
So you need to make a body check.
Okay.
2. It's actually enough that it doesn't hurt you.
Okay.
It seems to stumble, like although the bubblegum didn't wrap its legs up, it kind of has like half of a paw stuck in one, and so it kind of gets slowed down, and it's like, and it gets
And I
back
kick it
at the
in
last
reaction.
minute. Yeah, do you want to?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can make a body check against it.
8.
Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, that really badly, you kind of turn around and with your back legs, powerful kind of like bucking kick, and you knock a bunch of like its timbers kind of like sprawling, and it hits the ground, like stumbles a little bit. The other one's still trapped up in the vines, and so the two of them are kind of temporarily down.
I'm gonna go over the one that I just kicked and make
So
sure it doesn't move.
Okay, so you're just going to try and pin it to the ground?
Yep.
Okay. What would the two of you like to do?
Wait, so is it stuck? What?
So one of them was it kind of had like a little bit of gum stuck on its paw, but it's kind of pulled that free. It just stopped it from getting the attack on Honeymoon.
Okay.
But now Honeymoon is trying to basically like pin it to the ground, like with her body. She's like standing over it, pinning it down. The other one is pulling free of the vines that Lillipod created.
Oh my gosh.
The other thing I forgot to do is your dressmaker friend, the mannequin, seeing you kick it, she's gonna try and stand over it and pin it down as well.
Oh, thank you.
And she's very strong to the point where she just has this timber wolf down. Like you don't even need to stand on it. The mannequin just has it and just kind of sits. Goes like
Good boy. I'm very happy.
And it takes like a regal pose. It goes like this.
I got
Fabulous.
Clapping, yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Did you say clopping?
I said clapping.
Clapping. But it should be clopping.
Yes, it should. Yes, it should.
So anyway,
Slow clop.
Oh, you're gonna regret saying it.
So, what two of you like to do? So, the one that you locked down with the pods, with the vines, the lily pod, is breaking free. The other one, the mannequin, is just sat on.
Kind of like the
And it
horse
doesn't show the ability to get back up.
Hunchback, yeah.
Yeah.
Achilles sit.
Kind of.
Oh,
But
I
she's
can't do
posing
it.
more regally. The dressmaker is kind of posing quite eloquently. You got any ideas, Kit?
Can I use magic to like get like I don't know, throw the one that's breaking free off the path or something?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's like a
Okay.
steep tree line path. So that'd be a telekinesis roll.
Okay. Okay.
Ooh,
6.
Okay, that's enough. You actually pick it up and you throw it to the side. You kind of and you gesture with your horn, and it picks it free and it throws it into the woodline. You can hear that it kind of clatters into some undergrowth and is obviously, takes some sort of, might be like knocked down or something like that. But it's out of sight, and the other one is currently being pinned.
Okay.
Gale just kind of does this and flies down the path. The dressed mannequin just kind of waves.
No, hold on. Can I do something first? No, I don't want to leave it there.
What do you want to do?
Can I ask Lilliput to grow some vines and secure this vicious creature to the ground?
I can, but I don't know how long it'll hold.
Oh,
The
I
other
don't
one
wanna
broke
leave the
free.
mannequin here.
We'll head back in this direction.
Yeah, we'll come back this way.
Once we've defeated evil
Wait
and
for
saved
me,
Ponyville.
friend. Thank you.
It just nods.
I pat it.
It just waves.
Oh, too many feels.
I can't.
And you guys start making your way off. You can see the timber wolf tries to get up, and the dressmaker mannequin just knocks its head down.
I think it's going to be fine.
I know. I'm gonna miss it so much.
In its beautiful, elegant dress that you made for it, just like bonk, and just pushes the timber wolf into the ground and makes it like. Yeah, absolutely. As it does that. So you guys continue on your way, and then Gale stops, and you can see you've made your way quite far from where the twin wolves attacked you, and you're deep into the everfree forest at this point. You can't see the sky, you can't see the stars, the moon, none of that. You just see dark trees above. The path has become old, broken cobblestones here and there. And ahead of you, you can see what would have probably once been quite a lovely glade, like a large open area with a few trees here and there. But it has been filled with these totems made from wood and briar, thick briary kind of like twisted tangle vines. They vaguely resemble ponies, and they just kind of stand in position, but you can see that they've got these magical symbols drawn on their heads. And the whole glade is covered in vines and brambles and briar patches and things like that. And the totems, there's 5 totems in total, all spread out amongst this grove. And you can see on the other side of the grove is a large cave, which must be the grotto entrance.
Oh. That's got to be where the diamond shower is, right?
In fact, you can start to see the hints of a green magic glow coming from deep in the cave.
Oh,
the ritual might have started then.
I hold the lamp in front of me and just charge.
Okay, so as soon as you start charging across the open space, the totems, like these kind of like ponies made of briar and wood, the symbol on their head glows with a green magic, and the vines and all the brambles come to life and they start trying to grab you and grip you and things like that. But you have the lantern, so you get to roll an extra d8, so it's body plus d8, because it defends against dark magic.
1 and 3.
Okay, so you take the highest one, which is the 3. Do you want to spend any tokens to re-roll or anything like that?
Can I help?
It's tricky because this is how would you want to help? How would you want to try?
I want to bite the vines that are grappling her.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. Yep.
Can I try?
Yeah, sure. So make a body check for me.
6.
6. Okay, so with the two with the help, Honeymoon, like one looks like it's about to grip your hand holding the lantern, and then out of nowhere, Honeymoon just kind of and like the vine kind of whips away, and you start charging.
And the chicken.
And just like throws it around. But that was just one of the totems as you're running past that one. The second one goes to do the same thing. So if you're going to be the one sort of leading the way, holding out this lantern, you're going to make another test. Yeah.
7 and 5.
Okay, so this time the light of the lantern turns purple, and as soon as the vines come up, they shrivel away from the light, and you kind of angle that towards the totem.
Nice.
And you can see that the totem, it seems to be that the rune on the head, the magic is kind of like flowing out of that into the woodlands around it, basically. And that seems to be controlling the vines and things like that.
Should we somewhat destroy or damage the symbol?
I mean, you think that covering up the symbol, like marring the symbol, like covering it in something, or I'm trying to think of the word, obfuscating? Am I saying that right?
Obfuscating?
Obfuscating.
Yes.
Something of that nature, like covering it up, marring it, anything like that will.
I don't have enough bubble gum.
Well, that's the second totem you run past. The third one's coming up. Does anybody want to do it?
Can I try and make and sort of turn its vines so that they like grow across its head?
The thing, like wrap around it? Yeah, absolutely. So this is going to be your magic, your blooming magic versus its blooming magic, basically.
6.
6. So you focus your magic, and it's pretty close. You won. The vines wrap round, and you can see that the magic starts to kind of wrest them out of your control, and you focus. The horn glows bright, and then it wraps around the head, and as soon as it does, the vines in that area become quiet, and they go still. And then the last one comes up. Does anybody want to try one? The vines start rushing towards you.
And can I just get it to chase me?
So you're going to get it to try and chase you away?
Yes.
So you're going to make a fly test for me.
Yeah, but before I start flying, I want to go like towards some wall or something, like something solid.
There's like a thick thing of trees.
Yeah, and then as I'm about to hit the wall, I fly.
Okay, yeah, that sounds like it's going to be a fly test for sure with a good difficulty.
Okay, right.
See, that's the perfect time where spending some friendship tokens might
I'm
so
doing that.
you can spend 1 to re-roll it, or you can spend 2 to roll it, but with a d20 instead.
Wow, holy smokes. I don't know, save that for the
No, I'll save it.
Okay, so you're just going to re-roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
3.
So you manage to lose the vines, but you're probably going to, as you fly up, you kind of burst through a bunch of different tree branches. So you're probably going to take 1 point of stamina damage as you're kind of like bonk, 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 bonk. But the vines get wrapped up in all the tree branches as well. And then when you double back, they're stuck. They've woven in together amongst the tree. So you fly your way back down. And then you guys all make it to the front of this grotto entrance.
Nice.
Yay!
And the totems behind just seem to shimmer, and the vines can't reach you. They don't seem to come towards this way. When you begin making your way down, is there anything you'd like to do before you head down? Gail, at this point, I should point out, when you reach the entrance to the grotto, she becomes much more nervous and scared, and she kind of points down there, and then is like...
Oh, it's okay.
Thank you for helping us get this far.
She like nods, and she just floats, and she seems to be waiting in that area.
You still have the lantern.
Maybe.
I still have the lantern.
Keep it with you.
Yeah.
And you have the other lantern.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go first.
Because the other lantern is like an oil lantern, basically.
I might use a pony balm just because I've only got 6 stamina left.
That's a
Free
wise
that.
move. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it, you've used it for today. You can't
Should
use
we
it
get
again.
Gail to go back and help the mannequin?
Yes.
If you want to tell Gail to
I
do that.
I thought about it, but then I thought we don't really know what we're gonna find inside, so then we don't know if we're gonna need Gail to be outside the cave, ready to do something for us. I'm sure the mannequin will be fine.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't need healing or anything.
No, you're
From
fine.
Simonian inside my
Yeah, you keep rolling too well. Right,
Sorry.
so you guys make your way down. into
Jeez,
the
I want to
grotto.
lead though with the lantern in front of
You
me.
lead with the lantern in
Yeah.
front of you. So it kind of twists and turns, this kind of ancient cave. It almost seems like it kind of goes deep beneath the earth itself into like a network of tunnels. And eventually it comes into a large open cavern. You can see poor Diamond Tiara, this white foot like main body filly with pink and kind of silvery hair. Her cutie mark is a diamond tiara, like a princess tiara kind of thing. And she's unconscious, laying on a stone tablet, behind which there are 5 stone, kind of almost like standing stones, with the same symbol that you saw on the totems when you made your way in, the ones in the grove that were attacking you. And they are projecting beams of magic, green, nasty-looking magic that surround Diamond Tiara, and you can. It's kind of almost forming like a shield around her. These 5 totems, hovering above the stone tablet, you see the Briarwytch, this kind of spiritual, ghostly-looking pony made of twigs and thorns. She's no longer wearing a hood. She's just this pony with a mane, kind of flowing vines. So, you're the meddling ponies that have been wandering around my wood. No matter. Soon you will be my slaves. For once I have a new body to live in, the everfree forest will answer only to me! And you can see that 2 timber wolves are kind of on guard behind her near the totems, like growling. And she says, like, nothing you can do can stop you now. If you bow, perhaps I will let you exist as my servants.
You're not very nice. You're
Nice. The
bad
everfree
pony.
forest is not nice.
Noticed.
You should try
But
it.
it should be ever free. After all, it's in the name.
Nice.
Spoken like some foolish unicorn, the everfree forest will bow to those who have the power. And she just kind of like holds up a hoof.
Well, we do have the power.
I have 2 and 2 more at the back.
And she will use them.
Yes.
Enough talking. I'll make you. Let's see how well you're. Let's see how gabby you are once you're hurting your friends. And she tries to possess Honeymoon, but you're wearing the bracelet, and she bounces off.
That's right, we're all protected, so you don't go trying anything.
Well, on that, what I'd like to do is I'm going to roll a bit of an initiative test here to see who goes properly.
Okay.
So I'm just going to get a couple of my things here. So if everybody can roll a body test for me.
Oh. Very good.
Oh. 4, 4, and 5.
So whichever one is your highest. So Lily, Pod,
4.
4, Bubblegum,
4.
And I'm 5.
and then Moon, 5. Okay, so the witch, kind of sensing this, flies back a little bit, and she is going to point at the timber wolves. Wolves, stop them! And then she is going to turn to Honeymoon and be like, I might not be able to possess you, but I can do this. And with her unicorn horn, like made of like this twisting briar, a beam of green magic is going to fly out. So you need to give me a body test, please. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, mama.
3. Oh, mama.
It's okay because she blasts the beam and you kind of roll to the side, but at the same time the timber wolves were coming up behind and she accidentally blasts one of the timber wolves.
Oh, snap!
Oh, foolish creature, get out of the way! as she calls to it as it's blasted a little bit for a little bit of stamina damage. So that does 4 points. And then after that, Honeymoon, what would you like to do?
I want to fly to Diamond Tiara.
Okay, so as soon as you fly towards her, this shield that these totems are like projecting, you just can't get through it. You kind of bounce off of it. And you can see that the totems themselves are almost like pulsing this magic from these glowing symbols like the ones you saw outside.
Okay.
Do you want to do anything else?
Not for now. I'll get back to you.
So, Lilypod and Bubble, what would you guys like to do?
So we've got to try and cover up those symbols or somehow destroy them and stop this witchy mare.
Witchy mare.
Witchy mare. I can't remember her
That's
name.
an accurate description.
Witchy mare.
I mean, that sounds like what Bubblegum would call her. So,
This blasted witchy mare.
so what do you want to do? Or like if you're struggling, Kit can go.
I could try and cover up the symbols with moss.
On
the
get it to grow.
You've got a few seeds left as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure. So that'll be a blooming test for you, please.
All right. Doing them one at a time, yeah.
Oh yes. You don't get to moss all of them. 8. So that is actually going to be. That's actually going to be a super success, an amazing success. So you don't just cover one, you actually do manage to cover 2. Like it's such a vibrant explosion of moss and flowers, it kind of ripples up one statue and then it begins crawling over and it actually covers up a second one. And as the 2 symbols are covered up, the beam is broken and you watch as the Briarwytch shudders. She's like, no! Stay away from my totems, meddling ponies!
It's the source of her power.
So Bubblegum, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna get that good old bubblegum. I'm gonna
smear it all over.
Literally, like just like hocking a loogie.
give me that bubblegum test to see how well you hock that bubblegum loogie.
Chew it good.
I
don't like you've never chewed.
Chew it.
Like that's her real skill is how quickly she can chew it.
Don't jaws of steel.
Yeah.
Don't bite your lips.
Just the bubblegum.
Just the bubblegum. Just the bubblegum. Okay. 2. I hate this dice.
Do you want to spend some tokens to reroll?
Yeah, it's too much of a good opportunity.
Okay.
1.
You actually go. You swallow the bubblegum.
Use this one next time.
Yeah, you swallow one of your
cursed.
bubblegums. How many? You've got one bubblegum left.
I've got one bubblegum left.
So you're like,
I'm gonna feel that in the morning.
you just hear the Briarwytch like, foolish creature. And then the Timberwolves are going to attack.
No.
Bubblegum Blossom and Lilypod, as you two are going for the totems, they're going to come after you.
Oh,
so Bubblegum
good.
Blossom, make a body check for me, please.
Good.
1, 2.
1 and 2. Okay, so
Ugh.
okay, so how much stamina do you have?
14.
Okay, you're actually going to take 8 stamina damage as this Timberwolf
Excuse me?
knocks you down and sends you skidding across the ground.
Damn.
Like, "Arrgh!"
So it's down to 6.
And just like, and you kind of like hit your head on the edge of the wall, like,
Oh.
and you just kind of, you kind of like see stars and little Pegasus floating around your head. Lilypod, you rolled a 2.
1.
A 1. Oh, that's 6 stamina points.
Okay.
As they see you kind of, your horns glowing and you're covering the stones up with moss, one of the Timberwolves jumps on your back and pins you to the ground.
Oh my goodness.
This kind of horrid sap is kind of drooling out of its mouth. It kind of goes all over you.
Oh no.
Honeymoon, you were basically waiting. What would you like to do?
Well, after I was gonna try and break the barrier again, but after seeing that, I'm gonna go to Lilypod and I'm gonna give her my
Pony
my pony bum.
Okay, so you're gonna run. Lilypod's already had a pony balm for today, unfortunately.
Oh, can I not give her mine?
No, it's a once per day thing, unfortunately.
Oh.
But you can go and try to go to a rescue. You can
Yeah,
try and,
I
like, knock
don't
the
know
Timberwolf
how,
off.
but yes, just want to make sure she
get some stamina back. But I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, I mean, there's not really a way you can give her stamina back, but if you were to,
Can I give her some tea?
Yeah, you could actually. Yeah, like you can try and like, but the main problem is the Timberwolf's over her, so you probably want to try and knock.
Okay,
it off.
I'm gonna knock.
The
I'm gonna
giving
try
her
and
the
knock
tea is
it off.
easy enough because you've got it in the bottle, you've got it pre-made.
Okay.
But you need to get the Timberwolf off.
Okay, I'm gonna.
So it's a
I want
body-
to try and grab it from the top and just.
and fling it off.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So that's a body test.
8.
8.
Nice.
Wow. So with that one, you actually send the Timberwolf. You kind of land on top of it. You flap your wings, and you throw it, and it kind of lands against one of the stone totems. And it doesn't mark the symbol, but the Timberwolf splinters, leaving just like this Timberwolf head that's like looking around, and it's kind of like as its body's kind of turned into twigs and sprinkles. As it's just kind of like looking around, like as it sprinkles it everywhere.
I'm gonna try and pour some of the tea into Lilliput's mouth.
Okay, and so you can have 2 stamina back.
Oh.
Delicious tea.
Delicious tea.
Tasty tea.
The witch is just like, get off! Get away from them! Stop hindering my creatures!
No.
And another, she's going to try and blast you with a ray of magic. So body test from you, Honeymoon, please.
Oh,
Body
can I
again, right?
intercept with the lantern?
8.
Doesn't sound like you need to.
Oh.
But for the purposes of
Okay.
it, you kind of shine this lantern as this bolt comes out.
Yeah.
And yeah, you kind of dodge to the side as this bolt of magic kind of hits into the ground and sends up loads of dirt.
Have you had a pony bomb today?
I haven't now.
Can I give him mine then?
Oh, I've still got...
Once I can.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so these two, it's their turn anyway, and I think you've got some,
sorry.
haven't you? So,
Huh?
have you got honey bomb?
Yeah, I've got one.
Yeah, so it's you two can both take a turn, Lillipod and Bubblegum. What would you
Cool.
like to do?
I'm gonna have to retry that bubblegum and try and cover that other totem.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Is it 3 left?
There's 3 left.
Damn. Is there any way I could use that one bubblegum to cover all 3?
Not on your own, but if you work together.
Yes.
I have my last one, but yes.
So. Wait, we're not going to be like sharing bubblegum, are we? We're all going to stretch it together.
No, I would
How's
say
this gonna work?
it would probably be a mix of things of like you would chew like a really wide bubblegum thing,
Yeah.
and then probably
Maybe
something like
you could use
Pegasus
can
wings.
flap her wings to blow loads of air into it.
That's what I was thinking. And then
I can use
Lily
magic
Moon
to
can
steady
use,
the aim or something.
You can
Yeah.
use like vines. You can like have the vines like kind of stretch it even further to make a huge balloon. In fact, probably So if you each spend a friendship token,
Even
I
me.
just gave my last one.
everyone, pass it to me.
So all our last ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got
You got
one.
one
Oh,
left.
you got one left.
But what I'll say is, so this is what happens, right? So you kind of go like, honeymoon, and you kind of go, you stretch it out, and then you stretch it out wide as can be. Lillipod's vines grip it and stretch it out into like a really wide surface area, and then Honeymoon flaps her wings, and it begins blowing into a huge bubble.
Yes.
And then you quickly slam the vines together to seal it into this really delicate looking huge bubblegum bubble.
Yes.
And then the witch is just like, "What are you doing? No!" And then you just kind of look up. Do you want to say anything?
Blow this.
And then you pop it.
What else to say?
That's the thumbnail right there. The bubblegum bubble bursts. And this body's like, blow this! The bubblegum explodes everywhere, covers the whole ritual room, very Ghostbusters style. Like, you're covered in bubblegum, the ghosts, the Timberwolves are covered in bubblegum, but all of the symbols are covered in bubblegum.
Nice.
And as all 5 ritual symbols are covered, the magic wavers, the shield collapses around Diamond Tiara, whose eyes start fluttering awake. But the Briarwytch is like, no, and she begins fading away. Until eventually she just disappears into nothing, and the Timberwolves run away. It runs out of the cavern, and you can see all the briar, the patches of thorns and briar begin to recede into the ground. You manage to stop the ritual.
Oh, damn.
You guys, I'm guessing you pick up Diamond Tiara.
Yep.
You begin making your way back. You find the dress mannequin is actually making its way towards the grotto, following the path, and Gale's leading it back to you. And they see you. The dress is tattered, but the mannequin seems happy anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Good.
just like
I
goes up to all
Make
of
a
you.
new one.
Yeah, like kind of like nuzzles all 3 of you. Gale kind of like does like a cheer and like flies around you really excitedly, and you make your way back to the mansion. Well, in fact, not even to the manor. You make your way back to Ponyville.
Oh.
It's early morning. The sun is beginning to rise. Celestia's magic is bringing the sun.
I feel you there, sister.
All three of you are feeling very, very sleepy.
I earned this. I feel like we earned a good nap.
Yes.
Diamond Tiara is just like, what's going on? And she's kind of like coming to, like, who are you three?
Friends.
Don't mind us. Everything's fine.
It's a long story.
Oh, well, of course it's fine. No doubt. And she like looks around, just like, where are my friends?
Oh, they're waiting for you.
Oh, okay. And then she like trots and is just like, where? Did you rescue me by any chance?
Yes, we did.
She like looks around. I have to make sure that Father pays you properly, and she kind of like saunters off, kind of thing. She's just like, well, come on, don't just stand there. And then she kind of like
I drag
trots off.
myself.
She's very bossy.
Yes.
And you begin making your way there. When you arrive back in Ponyville, everybody's waiting for you. The Apple family, Sweetie Belle's family, Scootaloo's aunts, Stutterheart's dad, who is like holding him and is just like, my son! He's like really happy. And Filthy Rich comes up. And although he kind of has this front that when you first saw him, as soon as he sees Diamond Tiara, he's like blubbering, like he's just like, my precious little girl. And she's just like, Dad, stop! You're embarrassing me. And he's just like, no, I thought I loved her. He's just like sobbing away. But Mare is there. All the ponies give a big cheer when they see you, and you're bringing them all out. And Mare is just like, oh, thank you so much, ponies. We couldn't have. Oh my goodness, Tea Leaves here. I didn't even realise she was still living in that old mansion. I thought she moved away with her parents years ago.
Yeah.
Tea Leaves is kind of very uncomfortable with the big crowds. And is kind of looking around. And she just is like, well, we owe all four of you a huge, great deal of thanks. But there's somebody in particular who wanted to thank you herself. And as you're kind of making your way across, you see kind of entering the town and kind of being people of ponies are parting their way for is Twilight, Applejack, Fluttershy, Rarity, Pinkie Pie, and making their way back. And Twilight comes up to you and is basically just like, well, it sounds like you all had quite the adventure while we've been away. And she looks and she says like, you should write to me about it. I'd love to hear what you might have learned in a letter one time. As the Princess of Friendship, it's important for me to know these things. And it's good to know that Ponyville has other ponies that we can count on.
Oh, thank you, Your Majesty.
Oh, she's just like that, and Applejack is like, boy, howdy! You should see my sister. Like, it's free apple pies at the Apple family and stuff like that. Rarity's just like, oh, I will have to ensure that all of you get some sort of wonderful ensemble as a thank you. Wonderful. What could I have done without dear Sweetie Belle? And she's like, oh, and she's like fanning herself. Rainbow Dash is just like, y'all are awesome, and does all that kind of thing.
Go away, Rainbow Dash.
Fluttershy is just like, oh,
mumbling something.
Yeah. They do all the things, like they come up and pat you on the back, and you'll get basically a lovely hero's welcome to the party.
Does Pinkie Pie get a party cannon out?
And in fact, that is the last thing that happens. Is Pinkie Pie springs up and is like, well, you know what this calls for? A party! The party cannon goes off, and there's a cake and everything else.
Yay!
We're all celebrated as heroes of Ponyville.
We did it!
You did it. There you go.
And I get to nap.
And you get to, and after you find probably halfway through, the three of you probably fall asleep from exhaustion.
Yes, cake in my mouth.
A well-deserved nap. And yeah, so that was Tales of Equestria.
That was such fun.
It was very silly and
Thank
very
you,
fun
Mara.
and very cute.
Awesome.
It was awesome.
And yeah, so if this is your kind of thing, I played this up as very in keeping with the show tone, so it was very silly and there wasn't really any violence. You can play it a bit more adventurous, like the official campaign modules are a bit more D&D than this. So they're a little bit more sort of like fighting a few more monsters, there's more magic items, there's less kind of like, and it all turns out fine. So if you want to play a bit more of an adventurous thing, you should check out the pre-written modules of Tales of Equestria. There's also the new Beastry out. Thank you to Riverhorse, the designers, for sending me a load of stuff, which is what I've used today. So we've got like all the dice sets and everything else. And thank you very much to Kit, Martina, and Nina for coming and playing.
Anytime.
It was awesome. Thank you for
Thank you,
us too.
every pony. And I'm probably gonna. I might edit in like a letter to Twilight, like a friendship.
Oh, that
message.
would be nice.
I thought it'd be
What
quite
I
cute.
learned was that I can always count on my friends.
That's it. And I'm just going to have that quote and then end.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for watching this on Tabletop Weekly. There might be more of this in the future if the folks want to come back and play some more. Or we might play a different game or something else. But I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a comment, like and subscribe and all of that good stuff. Let me know if you'd like to see more of this on the channel. And I will see you very soon. So it's goodbye from me and goodbye from every pony here.
Bye.